Sony showcase is finally here tomorrow. I figure since gaming's most important time of the year is approaching and Sony is kicking things off, we could talk about some of the things that would be pretty cool to see announced or shown. So here are the top 5 things that I think would be cool to see announced at the Sony showcase. Number 5, a Twisted Metal reboot. One game I would really like to see announced is some kind of reboot for the Twisted Metal franchise. So we all know how the franchise is being brought to life through our televisions with the live action show they're making on Peacock, right? Well, wouldn't it be pretty cool to see them reboot the game franchise in general? We don't have too many standout vehicular combat games that are playable right now, the closest ones being Mario Kart, Crash Team Racing, and Disney Speedstorm. But I think it's about time we delve more into darker territory and bring back Sweet Tooth and the gang for the contest that could supposedly make your wildest wishes come true. The initial release of the first Twisted Metal game was back in 1995, and while things have changed drastically throughout the life of the franchise, one thing is certain: the vehicular violence still remains unmatched. The last game we received was well over a decade ago, and while it was nice to see Calypso's Tournament make it to the consoles of that time, seeing a new Twisted Metal brought to the current day consoles is long overdue. I think it would be really cool to see them capitalize on the dark story of Twisted Metal Black just a tad bit more, except this time, it wouldn't just all be in Sweet Tooth's head. A modern day vehicle shoot-'em-up battle royale with enhanced graphics, insane level design, and a stacked voice acting cast for the dark tales of the participants could really breathe some much needed life into the franchise once more. I would personally like to see it revolve around Marcus and Needles Kane and have them fight for the control of their minds, all while trying to survive the onslaught of machine guns, missiles, and fender benders of other combatants. Number 4, Little Big Planet Remastered. Oh, Media Molecule, it's been too long. Little Big Planet was an absolute game changer for the gaming industry in general. The first Little Big Planet was released all the way back in 2008, and many PlayStation fanatics like myself loved every bit of it. While the developer Media Molecule has moved on from their popular IP to work on incredible games like Dreams, I think we would all go a bit insane if Sony did the unthinkable and provided their loving fans with a remaster of the game that started it all. While Little Big Planet 3 wasn't exactly a hit with the fans, PlayStation showed that there's still an incredible amount of love for Sackboy and his friends with Sackboy: A Big Adventure. It was able to bring the franchise at some capacity over to the current generation of consoles and even PC for those who weren't able to snag a PlayStation 5. But since we've seen how successful a spin-off of the Little Big Planet universe could be, why don't we just bring the first game back with a fresh coat of shiny paint? The engine used for the original game is a phenomenal piece of art that should be shared with newcomers and brought back to the OG fans who spent countless hours in it back in the day. Just imagine how incredible it would be to run through the story mode again, but this time with a performance mode added. Think of all the incredible things that could be brought to life with the in-game creator and all the masterminds, new and old, who could bring endless content and maps for others to play. But more importantly, think of all the slap fights with your friends upon level completion. Now that's what I call a good time. Make it happen, Sony. Number 3, Marvel's The Wolverine gameplay. Witnessing fresh and new gameplay of Marvel's The Wolverine at the Sony showcase could be an electrifying and highly anticipated moment for both Marvel fans and gamers alike. The showcase could provide a thrilling glimpse into the brutal and immersive world of Wolverine, known for his razor-sharp claws, regen abilities, and relentless combat style. Players could be captivated by the visceral action sequences as Wolverine tears through enemies with his signature Berserker Rage and unleashes devastating attacks with his adamantium claws. I'm really hoping that for this upcoming Wolverine game, we get something very similar to Wolverine Origins, the game, not the movie. We don't talk about the movie. In the game, however, Logan is a ruthless force to be reckoned with, who claws and demolishes his enemies one by one. But the feature that always amazed me at the time was how they implemented his regeneration abilities. The gameplay reveal could showcase the game's stunning graphics and realistic animations, bringing Wolverine's iconic character to life in breathtaking detail. Players could be immersed in a dynamic open-world environment ripe for exploration with richly detailed landscapes and bustling cityscapes. It could also highlight the game's deep combat system, allowing players to master Wolverine's unique abilities and engage in fluid, combo-driven combat. Additionally, the game could feature an engaging narrative that delves into Wolverine's complex history and personality, providing a compelling storyline that unfolds as the players progress. Overall, Marvel's The Wolverine could be a jaw-dropping experience, promising intense action, immersive gameplay, and an opportunity to step into the shoes of one of Marvel's most iconic and fierce characters. Number 2, Ghost of Tsushima sequel. The anticipation of there being a Ghost of Tsushima 2 is too damn high, but could be an exhilarating experience for fans of the original game. If Sony were to finally announce a sequel to the sword-slashing experience, it could offer a breathtaking glimpse into the continuation of Jin Sakai's journey, immersing players in the beautifully realized world of feudal Japan. Building upon the foundation of the first game, a sequel could introduce with new features and enhancements, further deepening the immersive gameplay and captivating storytelling. The world would undoubtedly become expanded, since this time it would actually be on current-gen systems rather than just being ported, teeming with new regions to explore, each with its own unique landscapes, towns, and hidden secrets. Players could be treated to even more enhanced visuals and atmospheric effects, showcasing the stunning beauty and authenticity of the setting. Additionally, the sequel could introduce new combat mechanics, providing players with even more fluid and dynamic swordplay, stealth tactics, and devastating samurai techniques. It would be pretty nice to see a glimpse into the engrossing narrative, featuring complex characters, moral choices, and a rich storyline that explores the consequences of Jin's actions and the ongoing struggle for the freedom of Tsushima. A Ghost of Tsushima sequel would be an enthralling spectacle, promising a captivating blend of action, exploration, and storytelling, all set within a meticulously crafted and visually stunning world. And for number 1, Metal Gear Solid Remastered. Okay, hear me out. Yes, Konami isn't exactly everyone's favorite company at the moment. I mean, did you see the stunt that they pulled that one time at the Game Awards? Making sure Kojima couldn't even attend the event to retrieve the award for the game he made. That's unforgivable. However, none of us can deny that after seeing the success of the Resident Evil remakes, you probably can't help but wonder what it would be like to see a modernized tale of the ultimate story of tactical espionage. I'm not saying that the game needs a remaster, but in the right hands, that doesn't involve any silicone or knights, I'm sure a Metal Gear Solid remake would be one of the greatest creations in gaming to date. While I don't think a remake can exactly capture that old-timey aesthetic that the original game captures so well due to the time it was made, it would be interesting to see the cast of the original game reprise their roles while the game itself gets some visual enhancements of its own. As crazy as it sounds, I'm not talking about a full-fledged overhaul of the gameplay engine, but I would like something sort of like the Demon's Souls remake. Beautiful graphics, but not much change in terms of the gameplay engine. I think about the Resident Evil 4 remake. My thoughts on that were pretty much, how do you make a perfect game even more perfect? I think it could be done with Kojima's timeless masterpiece if the right studio takes charge, and maybe, just maybe, we could finally wipe that failed attempt at a remaster known as the Twin Snakes from existence. And that's my list. What do you guys think? Do you agree that those would be some pretty cool things to see announced at the showcase? What games would you like to see announced? Share your list, thoughts, and ideas in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that bell notification so you never miss a video. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and remember to stay casual, my fellow gamers. See you next time.